The Burj Khalifa towers over Dubai, as down below 6 club captains gather in its shadow. They're in the Emirate for the Matchworld Cup, a new competition designed to enable some of Eastern Europe's top clubs to have some much-needed winter competition.
The idea behind this tournament is to create a high-profile tournament, initially for European clubs. Shakhtar Donetsk, one of our biggest clients, really need competition during their winter break, as theirs lasts for 2 months, and when it ends, they'll play in the Champions League against Roma. Obviously, they don't just want to play exhibition matches, they prefer to play tournaments instead. That will give them better competition during their winter break.
Among those taking advantage of the sun is Slovak champions MSK Žilina. They become their country's dominant force with 5 titles over the last decade. And this autumn, they reached the Champions League group stage for the first time. Robert Jez is their captain.
We're thankful to have an invitation to this tournament because I think there are some very strong and high-quality teams here. We found that out in our 2 group matches. 2 of the teams here are amongst the very best in Europe. Zenit St. Petersburg and Shakhtar Donetsk. You certainly can't argue about the quality. And the other teams have shown their quality and strength during this tournament.
Žilina and Slovak football in general has a fair way to go before being considered amongst Europe's elite. That's despite the national team performing so impressively in South Africa. Žilina was heavily outgunned by Chelsea, Marseille and Spartak Moscow in the Champions League group stage. But they'll restart the Slovak season with a 6-point advantage in the league. And they'll be favourites to win another title.
For us, it was a major success to get to the group stage of the Champions League. Every match we played was just a pleasure. But I hope we haven't finished with that sort of thing, and that next season we'll succeed in achieving something similar. We'll see. First, we have to win the Slovak League title, and only then can we speculate about whether we can manage to qualify for the group stage again. Or not.
As for the Matchworld Cup, wins over Shakhtar Donetsk and Persepolis gave Žilina an impressive third-place finish. Shakhtar Donetsk are, of course, defending Ukrainian champions, a long way clear in this season's competition and through to the Champions League knockout phase. Their formidable Brazilian colony is complemented by top players from elsewhere, such as Croatia's captain Dario Srna. Maybe that meant the winning in Dubai was less important than the taking part.
It's really beautiful in the Emirates, but we're not here for a holiday. We came to play some matches to give us good preparation for what is to come. We're preparing for the second round of the Champions League when we'll play Roma. Football in Ukraine has really improved, and now we're ready for the next step. We're here to prepare ourselves for the match against Roma, and then we'll go on to prepare some more in Spain. I'm sure we'll be ready for the match.
2 of the 6-team field were from Asia, with Persepolis representing Iran. The Tehran Giants are now coached by Ali Daei and have fallen off the pace in this season's league. However, they still have a major title for which to aim.
Participating in a tournament like this, with the presence of big European clubs, is a great experience for us. We're about to launch our campaign to win the Asian Champions League. Lessons learned here will be invaluable, and they'll go a long way when we take on our domestic and Asian opponents.
A good win over Sparta Prague was followed by defeats against Zenit St. Petersburg and Žilina. It resulted in a 4th-place finish, but the Iranians had every reason to be happy with their showing. However, the other Asian representatives, Al Hilal of Saudi Arabia, did much better. Led by legendary striker Yasser Al-Khattani, they beat both Shakhtar and Žilina to win the group, and that gave them a berth in the final against Zenit St. Petersburg, a fine achievement for coach Gabriel Calderon.
It's the same as for any other Asian team. We love to get the chance to play against very strong teams, those from the Champions League or the Europa League. That gives us great motivation. It gives us a good advantage over our local competitors, so we're happy that our youngsters can gain such experience. And we're also happy with the results. Of course, Saudi Arabian teams don't have many opportunities to play against European teams, so this is a major opportunity for them to gain experience and to grow as players. It's very important, and that's why we're so happy to participate in such a strong tournament.
The Russian champions are coached by Italian Luciano Spalletti, and much of their play revolves around Portuguese star Dani. His prompting kept Al Hilal very much on the back foot. Soon after the interval, Zenit took the lead when Szabolcs Huszti, their Hungarian midfielder, saw his free kick take a deflection into the net. But failure to score a second proved costly. Deep into injury time, Mirel Radoy equalised and forced the match to penalties. At which point, Zenit forgot the art of shooting. So it was left to Osama Hosoi to win a tournament that promises to be a fine new addition to the winter break.
It's possible that we could increase it to 8 teams in 2 groups of 4. We could stage a tournament with 8 teams with at least 3 or 4 continents represented. But of course we need to have a base of 3 or 4 very high-profile European clubs.
And the first winners of Dubai's Matchworld Cup, Al Hilal of Saudi Arabia.